Broncos country, we've got breaking news. Quinn Miners has been extended by the Denver Broncos. Apologies for the lack of audio in the first version of this video. We were in the middle of recording the MHRT Network's 5280 podcast. Subscribe to the MHRT Network on YouTube if you have yet to do so. I appear on the 5280 podcast every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And news broke in the middle of the podcast that Quinn Miners got extended, and my microphone was being occupied by Streamlabs when we need to be occupied by StreamYard. So sorry about that, guys. But anyway, we are back, and Quinn Miners, officially a top 5 highest paid guard in the NFL, bringing in this tweet right here from Mike Garafolo. It says, Quinn Miners, 4-year, $80 million extension with the Denver Broncos, per him and Ian Rappaport. The belly gets paid, baby. $24 million in the first year of his deal. The 2021 third-rounder from Division III Wisconsin Whitewater, who flew up draft boards, is now a top 5 highest-paid guard in the NFL. This is the news that everybody in Broncos country has been looking for this entire offseason. Now we just wait for Pat Surtain to get extended, and the two really cornerstones for this franchise for the next several years to come, aside from Bo Nix, hopefully, of course, those guys are locked up, and it's truly the only blue chip talent that this roster has right now is Quinn Miners and Pat Surtain. If they can get Pat Surtain locked up before this offseason is over, before we officially get into the regular season, that would certainly be the most ideal news. But pivoting this conversation back to Quinn Miners, he has been the best offensive lineman for the Broncos ever since he was drafted. He brings a dynamic presence up front. He's threatening. He will maul you. He will absolutely torch you up front if you don't game plan around him. He's one of those guys that if you're a defensive line, you have to pretty much account for Quinn Miners every single play. Like, who's going to be on Quinn Miners, because that particular player is probably going to end up getting washed out on that particular play, because Quinn Miners has the ability to just dominate up front. That is the presence that the Denver Broncos need on their offensive line. And Quinn Miners was one of those guys that the Broncos were not going to let get out of this building. They would have been absolutely foolish had they had done so. So I'm really glad to see that they prioritized getting Quinn's extension done. And again, Pat Surtain's extension, I highly believe, will come very, very soon. That's the next bit of news that we are looking for here. But the Broncos have invested significant financial capital in the offensive line over these past 2 off seasons, extending Quinn Miners this off season, and then obviously signing Ben Powers and Mike McGlinchey last off season. Garrett Bowles is on the last year of his contract, and then center is a little bit of a question mark this year. The presumed starter there is going to be Alex Forsyth, Bo Nix's college center at Oregon, but Sam Mustipher is also in the mix there. Luke Wattenberg's in the mix there. But this was easily the easiest decision that the Denver Broncos could have made, is re-signing Quinn Miners. It's something that they really didn't have to give a whole lot of thought. They should have just approached Quinn Miners' agent with a blank check, say name your price, and go from there. I honestly feel like Quinn Miners only being paid 4 years, $20 million, being a top 5 highest paid guard, is a little bit of a value for the Denver Broncos, honestly. I was thinking he was going to be easily in like top 2, top 3 highest paid guard territory. So this is a bit of a hometown discount for Quinn Miners, which I'm very happy about, because it opens up more future financial capital in 2025 when the Denver Broncos are expected to spend big, because they're going to have a lot of cap space available, and now they're going to have even more because Quinn Miners took a bit of a team-friendly deal here. All right, Broncos country, let me know in the comment section below, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you guys for Quinn Miners getting extended? For me, I'm off the chains excited, like an 11. My excitement was even less contained in the last video that I recorded. Again, my apologies for not having audio on that version of that video. Alright, Broncos country, be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. And before we dip out of here, today's video is sponsored by Whitebeard Signworks. Use code BS15, link in the description down below to save $15 off your first purchase on NFL team logo LED signs. And until next time, guys, I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.